When it comes to computer technology, it all advances so quickly that you upgrade your computer, you get new RAM, a new hard drive, a new processor, a new motherboard, a new GPU, or you can call it a graphics card. You get a new motherboard so that you can have new USB ports. Instead of having USB 2.0, now you can have 3.0. You get multiple hard drives. You go from a standard hard drive to a solid-state hard drive. And then you upgrade from that to putting your operating system on a M.2 hard drive, which actually connects into the motherboard. You think that you're good, you think you're all caught up, and then things just keep advancing more and faster and faster. You do all this upgrades to your computer, and then a year later, your computer is pretty much outdated compared to what's already out there. And it depends on how prices fluctuate, if they go up or down. There's been times when the cost of RAM used to be really, really cheap, and then the price of it has skyrocketed extremely high. And then, because of that, it has made building computers a lot more expensive. And then the prices of graphics cards went up a whole bunch. And so it just depends on what you're wanting to do. And my computer I originally had was, if I can remember correctly, the first computer that was actually mine that I had bought for myself was this HP Slimline. And I always tried to play video games on it. And I just wanted something cheap at the time so that I could play World of Warcraft on it. Now, I played the game solo. I didn't care about all the group events and stuff. I've always preferred single-player adventure games. I never really had any interest in multiplayer. But it was a multiplayer game. But there was a lot of things in the game that I did enjoy doing as a single player. So I bought this computer for, I think it was maybe $300 at the time. And this was way back in 2008 or 9. I think it might have been 2009. Yeah, I think it was then. Maybe, somewhere around there. But I bought the computer, and the computer was really small. It was not that wide. That's why I called it a slimline. It's probably half the thickness of a normal computer. And so you can't really add too much to it. But I just wanted something simple, cheap, didn't have to worry about it. Just get something that I can play the game on the absolute lowest graphics. And that's pretty much what I did. I played it on the medium-low graphics settings. I wanted to upgrade later on, but that was the problem. I upgraded the processor, and that didn't really make much of a difference at all. And I couldn't put a standard graphics card in it because you couldn't fit regular graphics cards in it. It required the slimline graphics card. So I actually went to Best Buy and asked them if they have graphics cards for computers that are very thin. I told them I needed a low profile graphics card. For some reason they had no idea what a low profile graphics card was. It's simply a graphics card that's not as tall so that it can fit in smaller computers. So I looked around, they didn't have anything. So eventually I just looked up online and bought a graphics card for my computer because the graphics was just running off of the integrated graphics, which is in the processor, and I could play it on lowest settings, but it was not that great. So I did eventually get a graphics card, and I was able to play the game on, medium-low graphics without any frame drops or anything. Finally, before it was medium-low, I dropped frames constantly. I had to put on lowest settings, but now I can play it on medium settings, and I was pretty okay. but I spent most of the game playing solo. But if I did group events, everything kind of went bad then. And then I remember one day, very long story short, this one apartment I was living in, I come home and I smelled like a burning smell. And it was actually my computer, the processor overheated. So yeah, I recommend not buying a slimline computer or a slim one. Get a normal one so you can upgrade to a better computer in the future and not have to worry about that. I learned from that mistake, and computer I have now, I've completely upgraded everything, and there's like 12 fans in it to keep it nice and cool. So let me know in the comments below some experiences and things that you've had happen to you when it comes to buying a computer, upgrading a computer, or anything else related to computers or custom computer builds, and we'll talk about that later. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. See you all later.